for my simulation, I got 9.4 million. I found it good to be aggressive and constantly raising prices to increase my profit. If you look at the dashboard view, you can see that my profit margin steadily increased. You can see that for small customers, my prices seem to be pretty gradual and slightly increased over time with the large customers. You can also see on my spinning features that I focused primarily on my power to size because it was a better product than my thermal, so I put more of my efforts into that product because I knew I could beat the competitor with that one, whereas the competitor's thermal product was slightly better than mine. Under net prices, you can see that I beat the competitor in each segment, which is really good, especially in segment B because they are loyal to the competitor. So that was good. Under customer purchases, you can see that I did really well with my large customers. Not the greatest with my small customers, but still pretty steady. That's simply just because they don't have as much money to spend as the large customers. Segment A, C, and D are who I focused on, so it's good to see a gradual increase in each of those segments. Segment B isn't very steady though also, which is about what I expected. Under sales, you can see the percentage of new customers opposed to existing customers, which I think I did pretty well on. Here's my income statement. You can see the revenue and net income and exactly how much I got from each quarter. Under market research, you can see how my products compare to the competitors over time. Under product performance, this just shows again how my power to size ratio beats the competitors. My thermal resistance does not, but I knew that, which is why I put more money into power to size to try and make more money off of that product, which worked. Now under customer satisfaction, this is where I primarily focused to try and make my future decisions. It was important for me to maintain distributor discounts because they help the small customers. I adjusted the segment discounts to satisfy the needs of each individual customer. For segment A, I learned that they needed a moderate discount, but they are a loyal customer, so the discount was not going to make or break their purchases. For segment B, I learned that they do not need much of a discount because they are not price sensitive, but they're also not a loyal customer. They're loyal to the competitor. So because of this, I was not going to waste my discounts on them, especially because they're primarily interested in the thermal product, which is not my primary product that I'm focusing on. Under segment C, I started with no discount because they're a new customer and have no expectations. I decided that if I needed to later, I could add a discount, but hopefully they'd be satisfied enough with the product that they wouldn't need one. For segment D, I gave a continual large discount because they're a loyal customer, but they're also very price sensitive. I decided to have less of a sales staff and focus more on integrated marketing communications and training so that I would have a good product and a well-trained staff to help me make the sales. As you can see here, I focused my sales staff mainly on segments A, C, and D, just because I knew that's where most of my profit would come from. I also found it best, once again, to focus on my large customers as opposed to the small customers because that's just simply where more of my profit comes from. I chose to use more of my money on the power to size ratio than the thermal because the power size is my better selling product. It is also better than the competitors, so by focusing on that product, I was able to compete well and make more sales than my thermal product. It just simply wasn't as good, and I knew the competitors was better. So by focusing on my better product, I was able to make more sales and beat the competitor overall. I found it important to steadily increase manufacturing efficiency improvements as much as possible to ensure satisfaction and quality of my product. It was extremely important for me to go back and look at my customer satisfaction, listen to their videos, read what they had to say after each quarter, to try and help understand what they needed and what they were expecting from me. By doing this, I was able to adjust accordingly to better make sales to each segment. This is how I made my future decisions and tried to estimate my sales. By understanding each segment's needs, I was able to target them by making a higher discount or adjusting my sales force to focus on them based on whatever they needed. My pricing strategy was to steadily increase the price, but to also focus on customers' needs and price sensitivity. By doing so, I was able to increase sales while also increasing the price because I focused on the individual needs of my customers. Overall, I think the Harvard Business School simulation is good. I don't think it needs any major improvements. It would have just been nice to see more of how my competitors' decisions compared to my own decisions, just to kind of understand how other people would have made the decision in these kind of simulation. But that's about it.